All right, so supplements. It's probably one of the biggest topics in fitness and nutrition and overall health. Today I want to talk about the basic supplements that I'd recommend really to any of my clients. In specifically, I have here, some of them are female oriented, but obviously for males you'd use the male counterpart. So this one here is a standard ultra mega green women's multivitamin. Multivitamin, real simple, something that covers your basic micronutrients, because we're so focused right on getting our macros, hitting our macros, protein, fats, and carbs, that we sometimes tend to neglect our micronutrients. So multivitamin just helps cover those bases really well. Important thing with a multivitamin is consistency, so let it build up in your system. You can't expect to take it for a couple days on and a couple days off and really see any benefit from it, especially if you're deficient in any kind of vitamins. Specifically B12, I see a lot of. That takes me to the next one, which is vitamin D. Which a lot of people are deficient in vitamin D, especially if you don't get a lot of sun. Typically, I've noticed that even people who do get a lot of sun exposure tend to be deficient in vitamin D. So I recommend, in addition to a multivitamin which has 2000 IU or so of vitamin D, I recommend an additional 5000 IU of vitamin D, especially if you're active and into heavy lifting and on some kind of workout regimen. Now, alongside that, I have probably the two most important from a nutritional point of view, specifically evening primrose oil, which is loaded with GLA and linoleic acid, which are great for hormonal balance overall, and as well as anti-inflammatory properties. So again, very helpful in aiding for muscle growth and tissue repair. And then this one's your standard fish oil, which is of course high in omega-3s, which we generally want to have a higher omega-3 to omega-6 ratio. So getting these ensures that you at least get the required intake of those. Now, the final two that I have here, which will one of them will certainly surprise you, is Himalayan pink salt. Not a supplement, obviously, but I honestly think it should be a supplement. If more people utilized Himalayan pink salt, I'd see a lot of chronic diseases, the incidences of them going down. Performance certainly goes through the roof, just increasing salt intake. Now, why pink salt? Well, pink salt again is loaded with other minerals in it. So as opposed to standard table salt, which is actually not even that healthy for you, pink salt just preserves all those minerals. So you get a balance of salt as well as the other ions that your body needs for any kind of performance activity. So obviously in the gym, we're sweating a lot. We tend to lose a ton of water. Along with water, we're gonna lose electrolytes. So salt is a great aid. And I'll have Georgia come in and give her experiences on why she uses salt and why it's heavily recommended for athletes. Of course, the other one that we recently discovered, which I've been really raving about to people, is magnesium. Not just any magnesium. There are two forms of magnesium that are pretty highly bioavailable. I particularly like the magnesium oil, and this is a simple spray that you can spray on at night, kind of massage into the muscle, and it absorbs topically through the skin. So that's one form. The other form of magnesium, of course, is magnesium chloride, which I don't have here with me, but that's an oral form of magnesium, which is also 100% bioavailable at the cellular level. So these are, if I were to just pick any supplements, or if I were to pick all the basic supplements that somebody might need as a performance athlete, this right here would be it. Next, I'm going to have Georgia come in and talk about her experiences with some of these, as well as kind of give her insight on the other supplements that she uses for performance and wellness.
All right, so these are the supplements I take in addition to what he mentioned. And there are a few reasons why I take those certain supplements. First, we'll talk about spirulina. Is it spirulina?
Spirulina, that's right.
Spirulina. So I take spirulina because I've researched a lot about superfoods. So I don't always take spirulina, but I've been taking spirulina, I want to say 6 months now. And the reason is it's one of just superfoods available.
Yeah, definitely.
So it has a lot of different benefits for your immune system. It's great for detoxification of metals also, which I've been really aware of the last year or so. And I think it's a great overall superfood. It's the riches that the nature provides.
Right.
So that's the reason I take it. If I don't take spirulina, I'll take like a green superfood blend, usually in a powder form. I really like the Garden of Life. And yeah, that's about spirulina. Wellness Formula is one of my all-time favorite vitamin blend for immune system. It has saved me multiple times from getting sick. I recommend it to everyone, all my friends, all the people I know. If I see someone getting sick, I always recommend Wellness Formula. It has every single herb you can imagine for immunity. And on top of that, it's got vitamins too. So it's just really everything all at once. It's got the garlic, echinacea, vitamin C, vitamin A. I mean, the list is endless.
It's kind of like what your grandmother would give you, like, you know, this herbal mixture of everything for.
Well, I would say 10
know,
grandmas together.
10 grandmas.
Yeah.
Okay. It goes back, you know, in generations.
So yeah, I love Wellness Formula.
Now there is one thing though about the Wellness Formula, because the dosage is pretty high on it.
Yes.
So what would you say?
So I take daily 3 a day just for prevention. And if I feel I'm getting sick, or if I feel there's something off, I will take 15 a day. And that's the recommended dose if you feel you're getting sick. But it really works. The tablets are big and they stink, but it's a very, very powerful supplement. So moving on to collagen. Collagen is something that I used to make fun of a lot. And I used to see all the women taking collagen. I was like, I don't understand the reason. And I thought just companies that were advertising it really for just to make money. So I was like, well, I think it's time to try it, just to see how it would work for me, and it has worked wonders. I really like it for my skin, especially nails and hair. I've seen significant growth on my hair and nails. I will not stop taking it anytime soon, and it's got great benefits for joints as well, which I've never had issues with joints, but it's great for preventative issues.
Right. And it's not just for women, I think, and that's
no,
the
it's not for women
misconception.
only. Yeah,
it can certainly be used by men. I wouldn't, because I have great skin, but you know,
well, you don't know in 5 years.
you never know. You know,
Yeah, you're 80.
I might consider
Hitting
it.
30s.
That's right. What else? Oh, there is one supplement that I actually forgot to mention, and that's calcium with extra vitamin D. Of course, those two working together, absorbing together when taken together. So I definitely have her taking calcium, and I think I have you taking 1,000 milligrams, right? Of calcium. Again, super necessary, especially because we don't typically eat a diet high in dairy.
No, I do not eat dairy at all, actually.
Right. So dairy is where you're more likely to get the calcium from, and both of us generally don't consume any dairy. So where to get the calcium from? Well, there are other sources in vegetables. I know broccoli is very high in calcium. Any cruciferous vegetable actually is pretty high in calcium. But again, insurance policy to cover, make sure that you're getting the required amount. Safe. Better to be safe than sorry, right? Now, as far as like workout wise go, I know we get a lot of questions like, what do you use around the time of workout? I know I get questions about pre-workouts and intro workouts and post workout. There's that whole window that, you know, people believe that you have to get those performance
I think that's
nutrients.
a great topic for another video.
That's right, and we'll certainly come up with one. But just to mention again, hint hint, Himalayan pink salt. Must use. I know what I do, and sometimes I know you do this too, is that intro workout in my gallon or whatever I'm using for water, I just throw in even up to a tablespoon. I know people who do a tablespoon and a half of Himalayan pink salt.
I also add it
water.
in my collagen in the morning.
There you go. And all it does, honestly, is that it allows the water to be better absorbed into your muscles, and you're gonna get a better hydration, better pumps with that, and of course better recovery. And it just makes sure that you don't get dehydrated. If you think about it, right? If you've ever had really, really high salty meals, you feel like drinking water, right? And that's because water usually chases the salt. So in this case, if we kind of mimic that effect during workout or even a little bit before workout, you're more likely to go through water and ensuring hydration.
Yeah.
So I definitely like to throw that in there.
And then my favorite.
This is, I think, one of the more controversial, yet we have experimented with it and we both really, really like it. Do you want to tell them about your experience? What is it?
Yeah,
So this is by Amino Asylum. It's a company called Amino Asylum.
Yes, and it's a sleep formula. It's one of the best sleep formulas I've ever tried. It's an injectable sleep formula, so if you're not okay with injecting yourself with an insulin syringe, then I wouldn't recommend it. I have talked about sleep formulas in the past. If you don't like something injectable, Somalize from Species Nutrition is one of my favorites. If you don't like the injectable, Somalize from Species Nutrition, it's a great alternative, and it gives you a really, really good relaxation feeling, and it puts you in deep sleep. I've tried pretty much everything in the market. Somalize is one of my all-time favorite formulas in a capsule formula. But this hits you much harder and quicker. Like you will feel it immediately when you inject it. About, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds, and you really feel it.
Right.
So this is a must for prep. We actually discovered it through our improvement season, so we're very excited to use it in our next prep. And yeah, I mean, it's amazing. It puts you to deep sleep. You sleep really well. You sleep heavy. You wake up rested. You don't wake up tired, and that's one issue that a lot of sleep formulas can cause. You can feel a lot tired in the morning.
And that definitely will segue into another. We'll make another video for you guys.
Yeah, sleep formulas
for everything sleep related.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite topic.
Right. Yeah, because it's such a big deal.
Yeah.
So, well, there you have it. That's really about it. All the essential supplements that we covered. Now, there's obviously a whole bunch of other performance supplements that.
We want to do a pre-workout video as well because we have a little bit of a different approach. In pre-workouts.
Yeah, pre-workout nutrition.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.